So chapter 6 is the path goal theory. So a quick summary on what that theory is all about. So the path goal theory is about how leaders motivate subordinates to accomplish designated goals. The stated goal of this leadership theory is to enhance employee performance and employee satisfaction by focusing on the employee's motivation. And for the leader, the challenge is to use a leadership style that best meets the subordinate's motivational needs. And so it's very similar to situational theory, but here you're trying to better understand the subordinate's needs versus the situation and the development level. And so this leadership theory talks about four main leadership behaviors. The first one is directive leadership, and this is the leader who gives subordinates instructions about their task, including what is expected of them, how it's to be done, and the timeline for when it should be completed. The second one is supportive leadership, which consists of being friendly and approachable as a leader and includes attending to the well-being and human needs of subordinates. Third is participative leadership, and in this one the leader consults with subordinates, attains their ideas and opinions, and integrates their suggestions into the decision-making process. Lastly, we have the achievement-oriented leadership, and this leader establishes a high standard of excellence for subordinates and seeks continuous improvement. So they show a high degree of confidence that subordinates are capable of establishing and accomplishing challenging goals. Now, these four leadership behaviors, though, are trying to match up again now with subordinate characteristics. And so the subordinate characteristics that this theory mentioned are the need for affiliation, the preferences for structure, desires for control, and in this one there's two separate ones. So there's the internal focus of control, where that person needs to be or wants the feeling of being in charge, and then there's the external locus of control, where that person feels that outside forces control what happened to them. And then lastly, there's the self-perceived level of taskability, and so that can be a high perception to a low perception to a middle perception. And so what this theory does is try to match up these behaviors with these certain characteristics that lend themselves to be more likely to be benefited by certain behaviors.